Hey folks, have you ever wished you could change out that old, weak toilet? No problem, I'm going to show you how on today's tip of day. We moved into a house that had these toilets that were just weak. I mean, they would clog constantly. I'm telling you, a leaf could clog these toilets. So we decided to do something about it and put in new ones. We've got these ultra powerful dual flush toilets. Now I've already taken out the old one, but here's a quick tip on that. Don't forget to use a dolly, which fits perfectly on them, as you can see, and because you will never get all the water out of the old one, get you one of these giant 55-gallon garbage bags, cut it off, and it will fit perfectly around it, so you can set it in there and duct tape it to it and carry it through your house. It's much easier on the back. Okay, so we chose to use these American Standard dual flush toilets. It's a two-piece design, so there's a tank on the back and then there's the actual body of the unit. The kit is remarkably simple. You got the toilet pieces and you got a little bit of hardware. And how it goes together is absolutely idiot-proof. So let me show you how it's done.
People want to get down with you.
Okay, one thing you want to do, make sure you get these things cranked down nice and tight, but only hand tight. Don't use any tools because you should be able to, it should sit pretty stably, and these are just kind of holding it in place. We're halfway done. So now, you just got to get the tank, the top part on, and we'll be ready to put water in it. Now for this piece, we're going to use this seal. It's going to fit right around those threads, just like that. And we've got to get these bolts in here, which are going to stick out through the bottom. But in order to make sure they stay, we've got these little rubber grommets. So the first thing, stick the little rubber grommets through, then the bolt right through there. Okay, now we're ready to place it on the tank, on the toilet. There's two sets of holes. These are going to line up with the back ones. Once those bolts are in place, we're going to use these little plastic washers and these special little nuts connected to handles. First, we slip the plastic washer on. Now that we've got that completely tight on here and it's sitting down against the base, we're almost done. Really, we just need to put the lid on, connect the water line, and test it for leaks. If you've never replaced a toilet lid, it's really simple. We just pop these open, stick the bolts in the hole, and the nut goes right on the bottom. All right, as I mentioned, we're putting in one of these fancy dual flush toilets. So you'll notice there's two buttons, a button for number 1 and a button for number 2. Correspondingly, inside the tank, there are two buttons. So for our first time, we're gonna go ahead and push this 0.6 gallon flush and then see what happens. You'll notice it wasn't a complete flush. That's because the toilet has to get the water primed through it. Don't worry, let it refill, do it again, it's gonna go. Let's watch. So that's it. We put the lid on and you're done. That's it for tip of day. Stay tuned for more every day of the week. No, like that or something.